Hello everyone, this is Zooc, and today I'm bringing you a bit of a special drawing. This one is going to be the Witch King of Angmar versus Boba Fett. Yes, I realize how random that seems, but this is actually a commission for a friend of mine that works in game PR. It's the same person I did the pirate dinosaur for a few months ago. So yeah, she ordered 2 drawings, and this will be the second one. I kept the poor thing waiting for like months on end, but I got around to it. It wasn't easy finding time to actually make this. I made it in the hotel room where I'm staying here with Jenna Bain, since we're both sick. And yeah, I'll get into that a bit later. Like, these past few days have been absolutely crazy time-wise. Haven't had time to do much of anything. Also had my usual work to do, which is putting together content patch, encoding, uploading, dealing with the family, various commitments. Today I had to pick up the Koreans from the airport. The Koreans being the StarCraft 2 team, because the only reason I am in Bucharest right now is because DreamHack is about to start on the 14th. It's a 2-day event, so I'll have to attend that. It's going to be quite a pain in the ass because the event lasts from, I think, 1 p.m. or maybe even earlier to really motherfucking late, to about 1 a.m. for those 2 days, so it's going to be a bit of a pain in my balls. But if I were to be forced to watch any sort of competitive sport, I guess StarCraft would be my choice in that case. So it's sort of entertaining to watch, better than watching football. Oh my god, if I had to do that for like 24 hours over 2 days, I'd probably shoot myself. So yeah, anyway, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be my first time I attend this event, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's get into the whole drawing thing. I'm actually not going to talk about the character bios because they're very long. The Witch King of Angmar is a character from Tolkien's writings. He was present in The Lord of the Rings as Nazgul. He's the Lord of the Ring Wraiths, or the leader of the Ring Wraiths. And Boba Fett is a well-known character from Star Wars. Very, very popular. Extremely popular. And there is not, actually, from what I've seen, no real reason for that. He just sort of became extremely popular out of nowhere. So yeah, what's been happening the last few days? Well, I got the PAX flu. It's always nice spending 4 days walking around a bunch of funky smelling people and walking out of there with a sinus infection. So I realized that I had a cold like immediately after flying from Seattle, and I knew I had to get on a plane the second day, and I knew what was expecting me exactly because I've flown with a cold before, and I do not wish that upon my worst enemy. Flying with a cold is probably one of the most unpleasant experiences one can experience, and granted, I haven't participated in a war or anything like that or lived on the streets, but for my spoiled self, flying with a cold is pretty bad. So basically, like, upon landing, this is what happens, because the process it's the timing that makes it so fucking terrible. Upon landing, when the pressure in the cabin changes, if you have a sinus infection, the feeling you get basically equates to, like, I don't know, a couple of angry male porn stars smoking some crack and like skull fucking you from the inside out. It's one of the most unpleasant feelings I've ever felt in my life, and it's not the first time it happens. So yes, please, if you have a cold, do not fly. Wait until it goes away, because it's bad. And of course, after that, my ears got clogged, which is the natural course of action. And so I've been pumping myself full of hardcore antibiotics for the past 4 days, trying to get rid of it. It's almost gone, but it's still there. It's still annoying. It's still very much present. So I've been spending a bit of time in Jenna Bain's hotel room trying to contain the sickness, but of course, I successfully passed it to my entire family, including my 90-year-old grandma, which never leaves the house, who was particularly thrilled about receiving some nice, fat and juicy American germs. Just something to rattle her old bones, you know, because being old is pretty boring, so sometimes you gotta spice it up a little. So yeah, everyone has the flu now. That's fantastic. But hopefully I won't pass it to the Koreans, because it's pretty bad when you're participating in a competition and you have like mucus dripping down your face and like incessant coughing going on, headaches, fever, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's not good if you actually want to win a game. So that's been pretty much it. I actually managed to make this drawing over 3 days, worked on it whenever I had time. Now that it's done, I'm about to start working on the Cynical Brit t-shirt. That's going to be interesting. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. I am looking forward to getting back to America. I just bought like so much stuff for my diet. I'm about to start a diet again when I return there because I'm too fat and it pisses me off. Yeah, I'm actually like one of the only person I know that can freely talk about this stuff without like beating around the bush and being offended. It's like, yes, oh, I'm not fat, I'm just this and that. No, I love to eat and I'm a fat fuck and I need to lose weight. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So I'm going to be going back on my ketogenic diet, which I've talked about in 3 separate videos, I think. They're on the channel. So I know that works for a fact. It's been the most successful diet I've been on. And so I'm just going to follow that for a few months and see how much weight I manage to lose. I'm also going to get a bike because in the US, in the neighborhood I live, it's one of those paradise-like residential neighborhoods where everything is clean and like butterflies are flying around and fucking birds are chirping around. And it's like, it's awesome. And it's a really cool place to go biking, which you can't do here because dogs will eat you. Also, if you're not up to date with what's been happening in Romania, basically stray dogs killed this 4-year-old kid in a park. They torn him apart. And so now they passed a law to euthanize dogs that don't get adopted within 14 days of being picked up. We had about 70,000 stray dogs in the capital, and every year more than 20,000 people get bitten, I think. This month it was like 15,000 people only in the capital, and so you can imagine like the numbers that adds up to. And of course all the animal rights freaks are now protesting and going all crazy because the poor doggies are getting picked up by the pound, and so they can't kill little children anymore. So of course they're mad about it because they want wild animals to be on the street in a European capital because that's what's normal in Romania. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Like coming back to my country and getting pissed off within the first 10 minutes is something I definitely expected. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry I didn't get to talk about the characters, but I felt like my experiences were more important to me. Maybe not to you, but to me. So I talked about them. So there you go. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching, and please rate that shit. Sorry for the bad quality final image. I don't have a scanner at my disposal right now, so I just took a picture with the camera. Hope that's good enough. But yeah, rate that shit, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.